Welcome to the high seas of verbal knowledge. I am your captain, Julia. As we traverse the choppy waters of critical reasoning questions, we might come across some that ask us to make an inference from the given information. An inference is like a conclusion, but you may have noticed that an author's conclusion in GMAT Critical Reasoning questions isn't always super well supported. With an inference, it must be fully supported 100% of the time. Let's work through 3 practice questions from TTP and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. We're going to start with our first example. Recently, the Fitness Factory, a health club, for the first time began promoting its memberships to professionals who work in the high-rise buildings on the city block where it is located. Since that time, the Fitness Factory has seen its sales revenue increase significantly, but its profits have declined sharply. If the statements above are true, which of the following can be properly inferred from them? As you can see from the question stem, this is an inference question. These won't have a conclusion usually, so we don't need to look for one. We just need to find an answer choice that's fully and consistently supported by the passage. Let's see what we have. A. When professionals who work in high-rise buildings join health clubs, they use considerably more complimentary towels, soaps, and lotions than professionals who do not work in high-rise buildings use. This isn't fully supported. It could be the case, or it could be any number of other things. Since it's not a guarantee, it's not an inference we can make here. B. The Fitness Factory's expenses have increased since it began promoting its memberships to professionals who work in the high-rise buildings on the city block on which it is located. If the Fitness Factory's sales revenue has increased significantly, which we know from here, but in that same time its profits have also decreased, then its expenses must have increased more than its revenues have. This has to be true, so it is an inference we can make. C. Much of the new revenue generated via the Fitness Factory's promoting its memberships to professionals who work in the high-rise buildings has come from selling personal training packages. Again, this could be true or it could be untrue. Since it's not clear, it's not our answer. D. Recently, management of the Fitness Factory has made a number of bad decisions which have led to the sharp decline in its profits. This one could go either way as well, so it's not our answer. E. Once it began promoting its memberships to professionals who work in the high-rise buildings on the block on which it is located, the Fitness Factory stopped all its other marketing. There is nothing in the passage that supports this. The best answer is going to be B. Let's look at another one. Whenever demand by travelers for hotel rooms in Minnerton decreases, the rates that hotels charge decrease. Over the past 3 years, the availability of places for travelers to stay in Minnerton has increased, since people renting out their apartments for short stays have increasingly provided hotel-type lodging to many of the travelers to Minnerton who otherwise would have stayed in hotels. Over the same time period, rates charged by hotels have not changed. Which of the following can be properly inferred regarding the past 3 years from the statement above? So, properly inferred, it's an inference question. In this town, whenever demand for hotel rooms decreases, price decreases. Over the past 3 years, the supply of rooms has increased due to people renting out their apartments. However, the rates charged by hotels have not decreased. What could be going on to make this the case? Let's see. A. Minnerton hotel operators fears that allowing people to rent out their apartments for short stays would hurt the hotel business were unfounded. This is a reach. We don't know that their concerns were fully unfounded, so this is not our answer. B. There have been more empty hotel rooms in Minnerton than there were in previous years. This is also a reach. If there were more empty rooms, then according to the passage, the prices probably should have decreased. Since this is indefinite, it's not what we're gonna pick. C. Overall traveler demand for lodging in Minnerton has increased. Okay. Say 100 people visit Minnerton every year. The hotels have a price based on that. Then the citizens of Minnerton start renting out their apartments, thereby increasing supply, which is stated explicitly in the passage. If people were visiting at the same rate of 100 per year, then the prices charged by hotels would have to decrease due to increased supply, but they didn't, which is also explicitly stated here. The only way for this to be true is that more than the same 100 people are visiting, keeping demand steady through an increase in supply and keeping price steady. This inference is supported. D. People renting out their apartments for short-term stays in Minnerton have been charging rates similar to those charged by hotels. This sounds like it would be true, but we do not know, so it is not an inference that we could make. E. The number of hotels operating in Minnerton has decreased over the past 3 years. This could be the case or not, but we know for a fact that the number of places available for travelers to stay in Minnerton has experienced a net increase, so this is not supported. Best answer is C. Let's do one more. When people are doing work that requires intense focus or involves learning new things, background music without lyrics may enhance their productivity, while background music with lyrics generally distracts them and thus negatively affects productivity. When people are doing repetitive work, background music with or without lyrics may enhance productivity. Which of the following can be properly inferred from the statements above? All right, properly inferred. So this is an inference question. There are 2 types of music discussed, with or without lyrics, and there are 2 types of work discussed: repetitive tasks and work that requires learning new things or intense focus. The different types of music have different effects on the different types of work. Let's look at our choices. A. When most of the people in a workspace are doing repetitive work, background music without lyrics will enhance the total productivity of the people in the workspace. This might sound like it would work, but the qualifier may means that it could enhance productivity for 70 or 90 or 5 out of an office of 100. It's not supported. B. The same background music that enhances the productivity of some people may cause a reduction in the productivity of others. This is supported by the passage. It states that music without lyrics might enhance productivity in some people, and that music with lyrics might enhance productivity in those doing repetitive tasks, but decrease it in those doing complex tasks. The same song could affect productivity in 2 different people doing 2 different types of work differently. So it is true that the same background music that enhances the productivity of some people may cause a reduction in the productivity of others. C. Background music without lyrics enhances the productivity of people regardless of the type of work they are doing. Again, it may, all the passage says is that it may enhance productivity. It may not. This is not the best choice for us. D. Music with lyrics enhances the productivity of people doing repetitive tasks more than music without lyrics does. This is kind of a trap choice because if you were in a hurry, I could definitely see it being appealing. But what it says is that when people are doing repetitive work, background music with or without lyrics may enhance productivity. So it doesn't say that one is better than the other. This is not our choice. E. Managers interested in maximizing company productivity should be focused on the type of background music played in company workspaces. This certainly isn't supported. There are many, many other things that managers might look into before background music that aren't the subject of this argument. Best answer is B. I hope that you all enjoyed working through those examples with me. Inferences are all about really understanding the details and comprehending the passage, but they're also nice in that the correct answer must always be true. Sometimes the answer requires every part of the argument to support it. Sometimes it's fully supported by one little throwaway line in the argument, but it will be true 100% of the time. So use that simplicity to your advantage. Keep studying, and I will see you next time.